Hello.
Oh, hey,
Hey, my computer isn't starting.
gross.
Right.
Oh my god, I've just been sat here talking to myself.
Dude, I told you. I was like, can you hear me? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I don't even know if people are watching the stream yet. Oh, there you go, someone's watching the stream. Oh, it's only Tyler, never mind. So like, I got the stream started and everything, and I'm like making sure everything's all set up and nice and all this stuff. And then I get a DM from Osville going like, "Yo, dude, can you hear me?" And I'm like, "No, why can't I hear you?" So like I start voice meter. It turns out Osville and Omega are already in here, and then I'm sat here going, "Guys, you'll never believe I've just been sat here for 10 minutes going like, why can't I hear anybody? Oh, I didn't start voice meter and all this stuff." Had my microphone muted. So yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff. So just quickly then, hello to Tyler, obviously. Hello to Don Reesus again. Hey man, thank you for coming back. Mikan Cat, dude, thank you for coming back, even if it's only for 5 minutes. And I'm sorry you're probably not going to see very much in those 5 minutes. Thank you for coming along. You know, really good to have you here. Lil Mahogan, wobble a dub dub, man. Fucking, I feel that one. So yeah, today we're going to be starting a new master. Theo is actually like I've almost finished the retop. Yeah, I've almost finished the retop. I'll be doing UVs and texturing and stuff. I'll be doing all of that off stream. So hopefully we can drop some like sick images into like some of the next art updates or whatever that people see. So that should be pretty cool. Today we're going to be getting started on my next master, which is a bit of a mix between something for the game and like a personal piece. It's like a memorial piece for a friend of mine who passed away a few years ago. So forgive me if I get a little bit emotional at times. This is going to be a little bit rough. But hopefully we can still...
It's that one?
Yeah. So hopefully we can still have a bit of fun with it and see where we go. So how's everyone been? Like, how are we all doing?
My computer's not starting.
Your computer's not well, you know. Can't think of worse situations to be in, to be honest.
Oh, it started.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Did you take it out and blow on it?
No, I told him that I'm gonna miss Gur's beard, and it was like, oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry, we're on stream. Oh darn.
Oh darn. Oh gosh. Okay, so like the height. Let's see, height for a dwarf. Well, you know, going from things like Lord of the Rings, Gimli, that kind of thing. Gimli was actually quite tall for a dwarf. But he was roughly 122 centimeters. So I'm probably going to go with that. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
Michan Cat just subscribed.
Me too.
For the third month in a row. Thanks so much, man. As soon as the Amazon, like as soon as the Twitch thing drops, I think it's sometime towards the end of this month where we can have custom badges for long-time subscribers. You get a cool custom subscriber badge, man. And now I'm going to stop interrupting everyone.
I can't read the chat right now, so you know, it's no big deal. We got it. All right, Osville. You gotta read the chat for me until I get there. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck,
Sounds
man.
good. Is
So-
this the dwarf? Yes, it is.
It's gonna be the dwarf, yeah. So cool features about this dwarf, like why you would want to play this dwarf. He's gonna be as far as I'm aware, mechanically, because basically like the artwork came before the mechanical design for this one. Because basically, like I told the guys, like I don't want to not work on the project if I don't have to, but this is a piece that I felt compelled to make for a while, so I want to work on this. And they were like, okay, cool. Well, let's see if we can get it into the game then, so that there's no time wasted, and that's awesome. But mechanically, I think this is going to play very much like a fun mix of Iggy and Scorch and Howitzer. So yeah. But yeah, this weekend I had a fun weekend. I hope everyone else had a fun weekend. I'm sorry I wasn't here to stream. Well, I'm not sorry I wasn't here to stream. I had a lot of fun. I went to visit Joe, one of our other environment artists, at a summer fair, and I got to meet up with one of my old university buddies, which was pretty awesome. I'll show you the picture. So here's here you go. Here's me, Joe, and our friend Tudor. Tudor may even be joining us as a concept artist, because Tudor is a badass concept artist, and he was like, "Hey, what's this shit you guys are doing? Can I get in on it?"
You're like, "Yeah, man, hop into the shit."
Yeah, man.
Stinks a little bit,
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, computer's up. I'll be right back.
Will you though?
Okie dokie. Yeah, Booth says that you were with him all weekend.
I was with Booth all weekend.
Hello, I'm back.
Man,
Welcome
I wish. Someone stole my hat as well. Oh yeah, there was good food. Where's the hat?
What?
Someone stole my hat. Yeah.
Your badass Indiana Jones hat?
Joe's brother's girlfriend stole my hat for a minute. She's a badass singer as well. I should probably advertise that.
Buenos dias, Chico.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Is she gonna sing for us?
No, probably not. She's like way above our pay grade, man.
Girl, do you have a concept art, or do you take an image from your head? We don't know.
It's kind of a bit of both. So like, this is very, very heavily inspired by the character that he used to play when we would play together in video games. But there's going to be a lot of it that's like quite heavily embellished and just made as we go. One thing that I do want to get right is like the stockiness, because dwarves tend to be like friggin' thick.
Gotta give them thunder thighs.
Yeah, man. Needs a beer belly as well, because he's gonna be drunk. He's gonna be like a drunken dwarf, so he needs to have like a beer belly.
How many characters do y'all release? Or do y'all to release? I don't know the final character roster, but I know
we're going for what, 15 on release, and then more to come.
Yeah, I think it was 15.
How many subs are we at? No, do you mean me personally, or do you mean this stream? Hey Jaha man, look at that responsible donation. We're gonna fight later. You are on my list.
Wait, planning to release? I think we're planning to release 25.
Yeah.
That means like when we're not in like beta or anything, like final game. Not final game, but like when we're ready to release fully, I think it's 25.
Yeah, and then expand it like as we go.
Yeah.
$15 characters. Will there be a character that can teleport? Hello, Ratben.
I'm pretty sure Magnus can teleport, right?
Yep.
First character we made can teleport.
Yep, they have a blink ability.
Yeah, it's only a solo blink. Can't help the team with that one though.
So I had this really weird dream.
Oh,
that-
tell me your dreams, man.
I was so this was after the 4th of July.
Okay.
I got pretty lit that day, you know, because America.
And just because you.
And just because
I mean, you're trying to blame the country, but I feel
Oh, I'm not blaming the country. I'm actually commending the country for letting me get like no, this yeah, so essentially when I fell asleep, I was in a pretty good state of mind, and I dreamt that I was in England for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't know, I just did, and you were there, and Mega was there, and I want to say Richard was there too. We were like all at this bar, and I just got so slapped that I started speaking in a British accent the entire time, and it wasn't garbage. It was like one of those you want, mate. Like those like fucking, I forget what those type of accents are called.
Like a Cockney accent?
Yeah. You want to go to the pub or what, bruv? Like that type of shit. It was so funny. And I woke up laughing. Like, it was just so funny to me.
Good lord. Osville the crazy Brit. Wow.
Just gotta love them Brits, though.
Oh, it's Oni. Gosh.
Oh,
Hey, Oni, how you doing, man?
Jeez.
Hello, Oni-chan. I will fight you. How are you doing, Oni?
So what have I missed?
I'm making a new Kara.
You've missed me missing you.
Oh man.
Oh.
Don't go after Oni.
Need to get them sights adjusted, man.
Are we finally working on Mervon?
Yeah, codename Mervon. I think I already have a pretty good idea of what his final name's going to be. But yeah, codename
I
Mervon.
hope a big axe because he's a dwarf.
Not going to have a big axe. He's so yeah, like I said towards the beginning, mechanically, he's going to be kind of a cross between Iggy and Howitzer. So I'm going to block out like this backpack for him in a second, but he's going to have a backpack that has like a helicopter, and it's going to like, he's basically going to be able to like put down turrets, and his backpack's going to be able to like throw projectiles as his basic attack, and then for his ultimate, like he'll be able to like launch up in the air and drop stuff down on people.
So this is the master that's inspired by Omega, right?
Hey man. Yeah, I don't think you get out of there if I dropped on top of you, winky face.
Would he want to? Hashtag ship it.
Hashtag rest of the community already does. Can we let the joke die?
Hashtag no.
Hashtag what joke?
Yeah. Hashtag who's joking, man.
Hashtag I will end you.
Hashtag the rest of the community knows. How many subscribers do we have, Kurt?
That's a good question, man. I don't know. Let me go have a look. Where do I even find out this information? It's got to be in stream
Dashboard.
analytics channel. There we go. Go have a look. So we have 16 subscribers.
Hey. Woo!
Yeah, we have 16 subscribers, and I'm grateful for every single one of them.
Do you have any illustration that we can see for the master? Okay.
What's up?
Do we have an illustration for him?
No. So part of what I'm going to be doing at some point is doing like paint overs and stuff of the model to kind of gain a more solid idea of where it's going to go. But a lot of this is going to be fairly free flow.
His barrel hammer when he teleports home, he starts drinking it. Is this master inspired by Pro Chaser?
Inspired by who?
Omega.
No, this
Not
master
today.
is inspired by a friend of mine who died a few years ago.
Aww.
Gotta be responsible and go to bed. Have fun, everybody. Night, me, John. Thanks for the responsible donation.
Good night, dude.
Buenas noches.
Oh, this voice again. Yes, this is Oni, unfortunately.
So savage.
The shade.
So how many characters will be supports? Do you guys have any plans on doing, or how many do we have done?
Well, Theo is a support, right?
Theo. And I mean, if Paragon has taught us anything, support can be taken very, very loosely.
Yeah. It's a very
So are
liberal
we talking-
concept.
Are we talking just somebody who's designed to, like, actually support, or somebody that can technically be the front line so the rest of their team can do the job? Because then at that point, we've kind of got 3?
But also,
Like, if we're
because
just talking, like, CC heavy frontliners, technically have 3 done already?
Well, also the thing is, like, we don't. I think we said we weren't doing like specific roles for the game, like, so like you can just take them wherever you want. So people that are tech can do support, I guess, is the better question.
Yeah, so who do we have done that technically can support?
Hey Lee, I just tagged you in something in the Discord.
Cool, I'll check it out in a minute.
I mean, if we're talking about support as in like the CC frontlining setup for your carry to do the rest of the work, just running off the code names here, technically Warden, Magnus, and Theo all could technically be supports.
Technically,
Yeah, technically.
Like Warden and Theo for sure. Magnus, yeah.
Word of the
you
day is
really-
technically.
If you really wanted to play him weird, you could technically play him as a support.
I mean, that's said with anybody. I mean, we're
mean-
not here to discriminate in
Let's
between
put it-
where you want to play someone.
Magnus is as much of a support as Brand is as much of a support. That's the way I put it.
I don't think Cronin could even remotely be played as a support. From what we've
I
teased
mean-
about that guy's kit, I don't think it's physically possible.
You could
Hey,
say
if
the
you can
same
make
thing
it
about
work, make it
Annie, but she has a stun, and people were like, "Oh, it's got a stun with support."
And Cronin does technically have a big stun, so
So, is that like murder support is a thing?
I know we're trying like not to take too much from Paragon, but if there's one thing I really hope we take inspiration from, there's only one hero in Paragon that I really hope we take inspiration from. I want to see us do something like Terra. Just that CC immune frontline, really well thought out tank kind of thing. Because she was annoying, but she was so well made.
I think she came. Yeah, I think. Do you know what? I think like she came in like too little, too late, and I think that if there had been more time for the game to evolve after her, like she would have been a real beast.
I mean, at the state that she came in, she was only really effective against like 4 people, but when you got a good Terra, ooh, that was an experience.
I hope his beard will be dwarvish. Will his beard be dwarvish?
He is. This guy's gonna have a full-on fucking beard. Like,
Dude, can you throw your face up on him? That would be.
you want me to throw my face up on him?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Lee, you have the most luxurious beard.
This guy's gonna put my beard to shame. Like, truly.
Are you gonna have a Gandalf beard?
Oh, this, yeah. I mean, he's gonna have a true dwarf beard, like with braids and like big
Is he gonna
metal,
have
big
beard
metal,
trinkets?
big metal
Oh,
like
he's-
clips holding it together and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna put Torbjorn to shame.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh.
I might actually block it out in a minute. Just.
Someone who can heal or a suppressor. What would you describe as support? Yeah, I think it's just somebody who can CC the enemy or heal.
If there's one thing that we do need, though, we need a master. I'm again dipping into Paragon here, just because this is the best example I could make. We need a Drongo. We need someone who is just batshit crazy.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah, I really
so-
like
Yeah.
his
Takes that to the battlefield.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't think Drongo to me was like he was a very underused carry, for all of the right reasons when you consider the way that the game was played and everything. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I was a Mastery 15 Drongos.
yeah, no, but when you consider like how kind of out there a lot of his stuff was as a carry, he was very like just kind of random and a bit like out there and weird. And the whole like rocket cannon that can be used both offensively and defensively thing, like to me, that's awesome, you know.
I would rock a defense rocket.
Pocket rocket.
It wasn't.
Oh man, if we ever have any kind of like goblins or anything in the game, can we have one that has like a cross that has
Did you say dolphins?
No, goblins.
Goblins.
Like if
Oh,
we ever have
goblins.
anything that's like a goblin, it needs to be like super cheeky, and it needs to have like and it needs to be called like pocket rocket or something like that, just like heavy on the innuendo. Just-
This is my boomstick.
yeah. Okay.
I can imagine it now. We just have this annoying little goblin character. He pulls a rocket out of his pocket and it's just like,
This is my boomstick. I stick, you go boom. I'm happy to see you die.
Man, he could be a total parody of Ash as well, couldn't he? Just like we could actually make him like a goblin king or something, and he could actually parody Ash and just be like, "Hail to the king, baby!"
Hey Marco, we're making.
now, Lee,
Yo,
it's looking good. There's just one problem.
what up?
The beard needs to be wider. It
Oh, yeah.
needs to be
Just
thick. Well, we're talking like 4 C's thick.
No, where's this pee-pee? That's what's missing.
it's like it's missing a whole bunch of stuff. So okay.
Oh, my apologies.
Show it.
It'll all be fine.
Okay.
It'll all be fine. Don't worry.
Take a chill pill and a drink, and we'll be right back. So is Theo finished? Theo's not finished right now. but
Theo is not finished.
They are
I'm-
almost done.
Yeah, I'm finishing Theo off stream.
Trey, will there ever be a troll character that's useless and they're only there for jokes, not to be a good teammate?
What,
No,
kind of like Dan from
every
Street Fighter?
master. Ironically, there were Dan mains that were semi-good.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think what we're going for is every master is going to have a use. Even if we add a joke character, they'll still be useful to some degree. I mean, we were joking about that, like, everything's an innuendo vampire, and I'm hoping
It's not a joke,
for
man.
so many levels.
You say it's a joke.
Him.
It's not
Please
a joke.
don't make it.
It's not a joke.
You're saying it's a joke, but like I feel like you're just going through the stages of denial right now.
Okay, but Boof all but ordered me to fucking voice him. And I
Yeah.
don't want to, so can we please just make him a joke? Because
Listen, man, if you
I
don't
don't-
voice him, I'm gonna have to voice him.
Oh man,
I can agree to this.
please. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Like, I'm gonna have to fly out and, like, live in someone's recording studio for a week.
That sounds like a dream weekend for you and Boof.
Yeah, it does.
and they're gonna get all hot and bothered in the booth. It's just like,
I would personally fly out and just go to experience that with you guys. I
I
can
would like to
only
sit in on a
imagine the
Skype call.
debauchery that's gonna be happening.
I would voice direct that.
Don Rezus at Lee. Is it too small for a dwarf? Standard growth for them is usually 110 centimeters. So 4 foot.
44.
Did you say too tall or
Uh-oh.
too short?
It's too small for a dwarf.
Too small? So, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,
if
60,
you're-
70, 80,
Don,
90,
if you-
100. He is 115 centimeters tall at the moment.
Yeah, so he's about 4'5" ish.
Just under 4 foot.
Oh, well, that works. But yeah, if you are going by like Lord of the Rings standard fantasy logic, technically there are different breeds of dwarf, and if this were a straight up forged dwarf, like a mountain dwarf, they only ever really grow to be about 4 foot. So-
Actually, Gimli was one of the taller dwarfs, and he was 4 foot.
Yeah, so
So
dwarves
there.
can be
I
small.
did my research.
How
Dwarves-
tall were the halflings? They were like 3'2".
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
halflings
They
are
were short as
small.
fuck, man.
Oh man, I want to play a halfling.
Me too. That'd be so cool.
I mean, this guy may be small, but he's still taller than me, so.
Wow.
She's
Wow,
not
you
that
have to
short.
go for her life like that.
I'm just trying to be friendly.
Be friendly by attacking her height. That's like taking a knife and stabbing somebody. I'm just trying to be your friend. I'm just trying to tell you I love you.
It hurts me more than it hurts you.
Nah, May knows I love her.
Wait, you're cheating on Omega now?
Platonically, you twat.
Oh good, so we're still in a relationship.
We're not even. Why do I fight you anymore?
I don't know, you know it's futile.
See, this is why people in the community have started. So.
Love you too, Oni.
Lee, did Omega ever tell you what the two of us go through?
Through each other?
I was gonna say,
No,
like,
we keep-
like, do I want to know?
Not on stream. Don't let him know on stream.
This sounds like a Patreon, a high level tier
This
thing.
is Patreon.
Just
This is
yeah.
Patreon tier.
Like we go out to the coffee shop for our usual dates, and everyone's just like, "Oh my gosh, are you Omega and Oni?"
Yes, we are OO voice.
Omega-ny.
voice services. We could honestly both just be called Oni, and it would be fine because we both start with O.
But I'm Oni.
Yes, but it can also be a double name, like Walmart. You can go to one Walmart, or you can go to multiple Walmarts.
My dad says Guamart because he's Mexican.
What the
He's
hell?
like, you want to go to the Walmart? I was
What
like,
the
"Yeah,
fuck?
okay."
I mean, like, what the shit, Dad?
Yeah, the Walmart with a G. It's like saying guacamole.
Who is Omega D?
Neon, Omega's not dating anybody. It's
None.
although if you go to Omega's streams, he has an application for that.
Look, man, that was a joke.
Really?
You literally got like 10 people who applied though.
Look, man.
Mega, I'm not gonna shame you,
Huh.
But you a
but you're a
hoe.
slut.
Look, it started off as a joke. Okay, so what happened was, May was on my stream with me, and everybody was hearing May's boyfriend in the background. And so they were like, Omega, you should get a loud background boyfriend for your stream. And I was like, I don't have one, but I accept the applications, you know, as a joke. And then people were like, can I submit an application? And I was like, I'm writing an application right now. Okay, like, where do I submit it? I'll put a channel on my Discord for you to submit. Thank you.
Trey, if you support through Patreon, do we get a free skin or not? Either way, I'm donating. Okay, so first off, donate responsibly. As far as free skins or benefits goes, we're still kind of trying to figure out rewards for the Patreon kind of thing, because, you know, backers are amazing, and we want
Patreon's
to...
a joke.
We really want to find some way to, you know, thank supporters, but we've got nothing right now.
Yeah, we don't have anything to give you, man.
We don't even have a
So,
game.
So if
So,
you
Like,
wanna support us-
there were people chewing me out on Reddit for doing this fucking like highest donation gets to name Theo's sword thing. Like, people were legitimately chewing me out, going like because they were like, oh yeah, Visionary Games, they don't take donations. And then this one guy was like, yeah, but then there was this stream the other day where they're clearly taking donations. I'm like, oh fuck me, I was just trying to have a bit of fun.
do that. I told you not to do it too.
I know.
Theo's
Omega
sword
was
thing-
so right.
Okay, to be fair with the Theo sword thing, you said it as a joke, and we didn't expect an actual bit war to start.
Yeah, I know, right?
we were
But I
expecting
know
like
them.
someone. We were expecting to donate like 100 bits, be like, oh, do I actually get to name it? No, we got thousands of bits in a donation war that shouldn't have existed.
Yeah.
I even told you. I was like, this is gonna start a bit war. Don't do this on stream. I was like, don't do this, man. And then you're like, Omega's gonna just be a little bit mad, and he's gonna tell me off. I mean, look what happened.
like I'm not a huge one for I told you so's, but this one was well deserved.
Yeah, as far as the whole donation supporting through Patreon thing, we have really got to sit down and talk about rewards.
Well, I mean, we've kind of
actually
None.
we've
We got a
kind
channel
of
for that.
we've kind of decided internally, like, we would rather wait
Yeah.
until we're in a position that we can do something
Jesus.
like what they called like pre-put, like what they call founders packs, that kind of thing. Like, we would prefer to be able to basically say, like, you're not donating money to like this empty thing. What you're actually doing is buying a product. You know, like, that's the preferred route that we'd like to go down. Anyway,
Speaking
it
of
sounds like you
donations-
guys are going nuts. So what's just happened?
Lee, look at your donations.
Neon
Okay,
just
hang on.
donated $100.
This guy again.
Wow.
You know what, Crochet Sir? You know what, Crochet Sir? You know what, Crochet Sir?
Apparently,
I'll
I
tell you
have to
too.
tell you what I have to tell you what he said
You
when
know
he
what?
donated as well. Apparently, he's saying Omega is using a voice changer.
Okay.
Excuse me. First.
Okay, so two things. One, Neon has become the true master. And two, everyone says that, but that's actually Omega's voice. It threw me for a loop for a while too. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, this is my real voice, homie, bro.
Heck, recently we've had more people accusing me of the voice changer than you.
That's because really, you do sound like a little girl.
Nah.
Oh.
I'm actually a 10-year-old girl in real life.
I thought you were gonna say something completely different.
No, I'm actually Annie from League of Legends.
Oh,
You wanna play too? It'll be fun. Yay, Timber!
Okay, but just heading back to the Patreon thing, we could sit down with the team and talk about like a base Patreon reward, like you know, for a certain amount you can get access to like concept art or a request from the sound design team or something. Like it's just something really simple and basic and something that we could deliver on for people to have incentives to donate. Other than that, yeah, the founders pack would easily just be like the go-to for support.
well, I can add a little
But
bit
then-
onto that, Oni.
But then we had to have to figure out founders pack rewards, and we already have like
yeah.
we already have like Prime gets a hat, and like I don't know.
Yeah, so like we
Prime
we
gets
currently do have channels for that in our dev Discord, Oni. If you want to take a look at that, you can go to. I'll just tag you into it.
Oh my
But
God,
then there's
that
like
means I actually have to go to the dev Discord.
well, see, there you go. You
Rats.
just have to go into there and educate yourself on what we do have,
It's like
because we do have some of that stuff in place.
It's like walking down the office and actually seeing Oni, like just accidentally.
Educate yourself.
Okay, so which section am I headed to?
I'll tag you in it.
Please do.
Tag your it.
Oni, you're not 10, you're 11-year-old girl.
Jeez, Xenon!
Jesus Christ, X Neon.
Fuck, man.
Okay, so
$400.
I'm betting money that he's gonna like refund these, and I'm hoping he does because
I'm not,
Boy.
because that's gonna put us in like a whole bunch of escrow on PayPal. So, because PayPal will actually lock down Lazy
Neon,
Count if
I
he does that.
expect to see you refund these at the end of the day, because if not,
Yeah, people gonna fight you.
So here, I mean, yeah, we're gonna fight, but also like if he does refund it, then PayPal's gonna lock out Lee's account for like a couple of weeks.
ooh, yeah.
So like, it's kind of like don't hope he does that.
Neon,
It's kind of a
we are Project Phoenix Rises.
right now.
Paragon 2 is the other guys.
Yeah, that's Paragon 2 is Unleashed Games.
I think someone asked that on like Facebook or something. It was like, "Yo, where can I sign up for Paragon 2?" And we're like, "What?"
This is literally okay. So this is literally probably the first time Oni and I are gonna team up for a fight. The first and only time. I'm just gonna double team this guy. You donated $400. Really? 500 technically.
Boy.
$500.
500.
I think that makes him the. Wait, who is the current stream sugar daddy?
Booty cheeks
Rudy Cheeks.
with
Okay.
$412.99. But
Okay,
that,
I need
he
to change that. Just give me a second.
Neon is the new stream
but
sugar daddy.
but I'm not even gonna say it. I'll message you.
But collectively, though, X Neon had donated, I want to say like $200 in the past.
Yeah. I'm literally gonna
Neon's
change
up
this to
like-
be basically the same fucking thing as well. So,
we
current
just have a
stream
list of
sugar
stream sugar
daddy
daddies?
is.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, have
Just
a
make
list of stream
just
sugar
make a
daddies.
list of sugar daddies.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that later. Like, I'll have to go through the list of all the people that have donated and stuff. So,
Yep.
Do I have to make a special sugar daddy badge?
we already have one.
We have no, I mean like for the chat.
No, because I'm not a partner. I can't give like unique badges to people.
Oh,
You're not a partner yet.
we're getting there.
Maybe
you
one
can be
day.
my partner.
Oh.
If we can hit
Oh.
1,000 followers and
There we go.
apparently like
Thanks to
400
X
subs.
Neon Q6R for the top donation of $500 for no fucking reason. Lol.
We need to maintain 75 congruent viewers for a month. To
Yeah.
get partner.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm missing for my like partnership application thingy.
So
Is
tell your
you heard it
friends,
here
come and
first,
look.
guys. You heard it here first, guys. You want to really help support us? Spread the stream around. Get word going, because if we can get Lee partner, y'all can get extra Twitch benefits.
That's literally all I wanted for as well. Like
We just want emotes.
that's literally. I just want to give you. I just want to be able to make fun emotes for everyone.
I made badges, guys.
At Almighty Gear, hi there from
Hi.
Morden Ulfbert.
From who?
Morden Ulfbert.
Yeah,
Hi.
I know this somehow. Okay. He probably said.
Okay, so Mr. Squarepeg, Almighty Gear, what game are you making?
Oh, that's my job. Hello, Mr. Squarepeg. We are Visionary Games. We're currently making Project Phoenix Rising. We're a Z-Axis MOBA in the vein of Paragon, and we're doing it with original assets and stuff. We hope you enjoy your time here. You can check out our links at !VG. This thing, you can check them out here at our Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Our YouTube has a lot of different updates that you can check out that are not just here. I hope you enjoy your time here and follow us and keep up with what we're doing. Appreciate you. Did it. Nailed it.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, yeah.
Fucking helicopter, yeah, boys.
I love when he's stunned for like a good 30 seconds.
Also, Thallium just used the save command. Please save.
Okay, saving.
Oh man, I can't pronounce that name. You got it, Donnie. Go, bro.
JJ Zio to Gert.
Has mastered the subscribe button. Master the subscribe button.
JJ Zio to Gert is a master of the subscribe button. Welcome to the fray.
Thanks, man.
Hey.
Good to have you on board. Yeah.
Yes, it is a temporary name.
Didn't we have a poll for voting for the new name?
For what new name?
We're still.
Oh, PPR. Yeah, I mean we've had internal polls and stuff, but we're still deciding.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off onto it until we actually have a game that's working.
So yeah, like the way I kind of see this is trying to think how to describe this to people. So because he's a dwarf, he's only really dangerous over short distances, right?
Boo.
Boo! Natural born sprinters. So because he's a dwarf, like his movement speed, because you know the way legs work and stuff like that, would be slower than other heroes, which is why he's got this backpack. So rather than be running around everywhere, he's actually going to be hovering above the ground. The backpack is going to like have him basically like floating like basically a foot or so off the floor, floating around doing his thing. And looking at like the height of the propellers right now, if I turn off perspective, looking at the height of the propellers right now, if I have him hovering so that he would be at his own knees height, that would put the propellers roughly at the same height as a human. And then when you consider he's got like
make his hitbox a little. It would
Yeah.
make his hitbox a little more friendly.
yeah, it would make his hitbox a little bit more friendly, especially when you take into account that like he's got more kind of depth to his hitbox as well. So yeah, he's not going to benefit not enormously more from being smaller than everyone else. So hopefully that can be like a battle, like a balance thing. I just need to take a quick screenshot of this for the design guys.
Where did this dwarf come from? Who designed him?
Dun
So,
dun.
Marco, Lee is the I want to say designer for most of the characters, but I'm probably wrong.
So there's three character artists. Of the three of us, I'm the only one streaming at the moment. Although I think we have like plans to have some other streams, which would be fun. So the design for this character.
I think
Sorry,
the
go on.
question. Yeah, I believe the question was, of the three of you, which of you designed codename Mervon?
Okay, so typically the design process is like we have a concept artist and he does the concepts, and then we model what we see in the concepts. And that's the way that it really should be. This particular character is a little bit different. So basically, a long time ago, I got into like my first online game, and I got into it hardcore. And what that meant was, sorry, what do you mean? What that meant? And it was basically it was a PvP game. It was an MMO PvP game, and I was in one faction, and this guy was in the other faction. And over like literally like 2 or 3 years of playing, like I got to know certain names on the opposite faction as being like real pain in the asses. And then the game started dying, and they opened up the factions so that you could actually play on both factions on the same server. And I went over to that side, and I met up with, like, I was just like, I just messaged him randomly. I was like, yo, dude, like, I'm this guy on the other side, and I was just like, just gonna come over to this side, see what's what. And he was like, oh yeah, cool, let me show you around, like, which class do you want to play and everything. And we became really good friends, and we've played lots of games ever since. And then a few years ago, I went to my first GDC in America. And when I got back, one of the other friends that we played with together and we jumped onto Diablo 3, and we were like, hey, let's go grab Merv, see if he wants to come and play. One phone call later, and I was like in tears in the kitchen, just like couldn't do anything, because it turned out that while I was away, he had passed away. And yeah, ever since then I've wanted to make a character that just like memorializes him in many ways, because he had some real kind of idiosyncrasies that I found personally hilarious. And we found a way of being able to tie this into the game and tie it in with our own lore and everything. Like the lore guys were already developing like a dwarf race and everything, so this, you know, it ties in with that. And this particular dwarf ties in with some of the other things in lore, in their lore as well. Like, for example, this dwarf is a little bit special in that he's a bit of an outcast. The reason he's an outcast is because my old friend Merv, he had the best luck when it came to finding like rare items and shit like that, right? But he would never, like, put it on the auction house and sell it for what it was actually worth, or break it down for materials to go and craft something better or whatever. He would literally just go and sell it at the vendor for the vendor price. Just the fucking worst. and so this dwarf, in terms of conceptually, he's a bit of an outcast, because, you know, the rest of the dwarves, they all value like the magic gemstones that they go mining for. They value like their engineering skill and everything, and this is a very skilled engineer, but he just doesn't see the same value in things as the other dwarfs do. He's a little bit weird in that sense.
So to answer your question, Mervon is kind of a tribute character who, after hearing that, I think a lot of us on the team are going to be really happy to see him in game. So a couple more questions for you here, Lee. And I'm going to extend this to past Mervon. Is there going to be public concept art for any of the masters?
Yes. I mean, like, there's already public concept art for some of the stuff that's been shown already. Like, some of the ones that we're excited to get started on soon are... oh god, I've forgotten their names. You know, the really cool-looking female characters?
Zenith and Twilight?
That's the one. Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Those are looking baller. Obviously, there's Inferno, which is going to be started soon.
Didn't we share some Cronin stuff recently?
Some Cronin stuff has been shared recently, and his model is going to be being picked up again very shortly. Deepfield's going to be working on him.
Hype.
Ooh.
Just let me interject here. I saw
go for it.
Witchblood says, "You want to hear that talking squirrel again?"
You trying to fight, man?
So, yeah, that was actually something I was going to address in the chat. For any of you who are referring to Omega, Omega is a dude. Omega has the Magnum dong.
Yeah, dude,
So, continuing
I'm
on.
here buying this
I'm a
giant
big
condom for my Magnum dong.
Okay, so continuing on. Trey, what comes first, the characters or coding?
They
I think
happen
they can work in
together?
tandem, can't they?
I believe J-Zink said they occur simultaneously. He can confirm?
So the pipeline is generally game design dictates like the rules of the game, and the programmers make those rules actually happen. And then the master developers they design masters that fit those rules. The programmers will be like, they will make a base character class from which all other characters kind of derive from, and they will all follow the same rules as that base class. But then, like, if they have anything that's unique or individual to them, you can always build on top of it. And that is done in tandem with the artwork.
And our sugar daddy Neon Q6R, are you guys planning to crowdfund the game at all?
I think we discussed that a little bit, but I think like the only form of crowdfunding that we're really keen on at the moment is in like founders packs and stuff. Like basically selling a product rather than just asking for money.
So the founders packs, the conceptual Patreon, and those of you who are irresponsible and donate through Twitch.
Don't
Seriously,
encourage
stop.
them to be irresponsible. Don't be responsible. Don't be irresponsible. It's not a good idea. Please, don't be irresponsible.
Omega recently went to Costco and just bought like a metric fuck ton of hands to throw at people.
Okay. J-Zink once more. Do you guys currently have a splash artist?
No.
I think we want to finish developing a few of the characters before we focus on like in-game splash art kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, just to be fair. Although that would be so cool though.
Oh yeah. So like recently I saw someone who'd made some fan art of Magnus. And that blew me away a little bit.
You saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I actually had a chance to see that this morning. And what blew me away wasn't even just like the quality of the fan art, it's the fact that we've got fan art.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, something I worked on. Someone liked something I worked on so much that they made fan art.
Like, it's not even just the fact that the fan art was so good, too. It's like, wow, we have enough ground that people are making fan art of this little thing that we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
that's
You know it's gonna be it's gonna hit us real hard when they make fan art for characters we voice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, once the game starts to come out and like we can actually discuss more in depth of who in the sound department did what. When I actually see, okay, well there is one I can talk about because apparently it's common knowledge. If I ever see fan art for that little fucking vampire character, I'm gonna be like, yes.
Even if he doesn't get released, I'm expecting fan art of him. Like just the concepts.
Like even if he's just an endless concept, I want one piece of fan art for him.
You have to voice him first.
And here I thought I was the one in charge of First Bloods.
Oh.
There you go. There's your fucking voice acting. Give me fan art now.
That's some dirty innuendo as well there.
make it an answer pack if he doesn't get released. Don't tempt you, Jaha man. Look, man. Are we gonna have an altercation? I feel like you're trying to altercate with me. I feel like you're trying to start something, trying to go down to the streets.
Because they know you'd lose.
Excuse
Omega,
you.
they're friends, dude, not food.
Excuse me. First of all, Oni, I can take you. I can take you, man. I can take you.
I mean, doubt.
I mean, you wanna go? I mean,
I've got like a foot and 100 pounds on you, Omega.
oh, you wanna go? I've got nothing.
That just means Omega can like crawl into your pants and end you.
You say it like I haven't done that at first of
That's
all.
fucking hot.
Omega, I could sit on you and put you out. Like, come on.
Ooh, that's
Oh
even
man,
hotter.
yeah. It's like this sounds like
Look,
a good
Oni, I will
time
call you
brewing.
like a spider monkey.
I really am perfect for the for the vampire character.
Look, honey, I will climb you like a spider monkey. You don't even know. Like this, we can have this brawl. Like we can go straight into like Street Fighter style, like in the real Street Fighter style. You don't even know. I remember when Meg used to say, "I am not a violent person, Jaha man."
I mean,
that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie.
you're always threatening to throw hands. I feel like that makes you an inherently violent.
Just because I'm throwing the hands does not mean I'm violent. It just means I believe in my positions.
You are a violent person.
I'm not a violent person.
If your on-stream rants on your stream are anything to take an indication of, you are a mildly violent person.
What stream rants? What rants are you talking about?
You're a pretty angry person when you're streaming.
I remember watching you play Overwatch. You are an angry little ball of fire.
What did I say? Please quote me.
I remember it very distinctly. You were playing with Lee and who was the third?
Probably Honor Oak.
Yeah, I think it was you, Lee, and Oak. You were playing Overwatch, and I remember you distinctly being absolutely dominated by a Hanzo player in one match, and near the end of the match, I very distinctly remember you saying, "I fucking hate Hanzos. I wish they would just stop playing the game."
Excuse you? I never said that. Hold on. Where did this quote come from? Because that's not me. That's very much libel.
Only you're gonna need to clip this stuff when it happens.
You need to clip it.
Although, to be fair, it may have been. I remember hearing it from your stream, possibly not your lips.
Things that happen on my stream are not necessarily me. That's kind of a given.
Hey, if the law of Twitch is any indication by how they copyright strike people, it's your stream, therefore it is your words.
Hey man, you've been on my stream before.
I have. I regret it every day.
Yeah. So when are you coming back?
Anytime you stream, baby.
I think the most recent thing I've done was Choice Chamber, and I spent like 8 hours trying to unlock a character. Because I'm just that bad at the game.
And then I got to be the room captain once and tried to kill you over and over, and you just...
I think at that point I was just like so demoralized. I was like, I just died. Okay, let's start over.
Wait, didn't I actually get you with one of those packages?
No,
yeah, I dropped an enemy and it took a heart.
Yeah, it killed me with the enemy killed a heart. But then like that entire time I was just like, By the time it was over, like it was so sad. By the time it was over, I didn't even care that I got the character anymore. I was like, I'm done. The sexual tension here is deafening.
It's like angry little white noise in the back.
But you admit it's sexual. Would there be a K-pop character like Shinbi? I mean,
no.
I'd be totally down for voicing a K-pop.
J-pop.
I'd be totally down for it.
That's the problem, though. Shinbi was a 10-cent corporate buy-in that they kind of like had to throw into Paragon.
Look, man, if I could have got a full version of her song, I would have bought the single.
You could have. Shinbi was based on a K-pop idol.
Yeah, but her song was only a short version. I want an extended version of her song.
You can. It's an actual song.
What is the song? Are you talking about that short SoundCloud thing?
I don't know Korean.
You know what?
But that is apparently actually a song.
Google.
Google all the things. Can the dwarf be a K-pop character? Jahaman, I want you to leave. Get out. Just get out.
K-pop dwarf. Man, I might give him like a MyPod or something.
Can that just be a skin, K-pop dwarf?
Let's finish the characters before we talk about skins. And if anything, Cronin should get the first K-pop skin. That man has some anger issues going on.
Yeah. He needs to resolve this shit somehow.
Summer party Cronin, he just walks into water and it just burns. It just slowly sizzles. You just like, sir, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you? You're increasing the temperature to an unsafe amount, sir. You're killing the chlorine.
Yeah, you're converting the pool water into plain water and fluorine gas.
Killing people. I need you to cease this instant. Thank you.
First confirmed skin, Party Magic Magnus. Just throws balloons at you.
Ah! Flashing lights. Endless cheers.
Hi, is this UE4 support? How do I tell my team that deciding to make a completely different game 15 days before the deadline is a bad idea?
Walk up to...
Usually with alcohol, and literally just like that. You basically just drink some liquid courage, walk up to your team and be like, you guys are fucking idiots. In fact, like, get them to watch the stream, let me know when they're in and watching the stream, and I'll tell them they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, man. Do you care about grades or do you care about a project? I care about grades.
Well, that's the thing, is like, if you're changing your project that close to the deadline, then the project is not going to be good enough for anything but getting a bad grade. So you might as well finish the project that you're currently on and get a good grade, and then just like move on to something else later on in life.
Because honestly, you're probably not going to keep most of the stuff you do in school anyway for your profile.
Oh yeah, man. Someone linked me. I think it was Santa actually. Like they linked me a some random guy on YouTube played the game that Joe Tudor and I made in our final major project, and like the title of the YouTube video was like, "What even is this game?"
Oh man.
And I can totally understand that, honestly.
But it looked good.
Well, that's the thing. Like I mean, looking at it now, it didn't look good at all. But like, it was a huge undertaking. Like we absolutely did not have the time that we needed to do a project that big.
I remember we tried to do a big game for a game jam. We tried to make a stealth like game.
Yeah, but the whole point of game jams is to not make big things.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. It was like one level. And we tried to make one level and it didn't work. Like the collision was all wrong. So what we did was we faked it when we were showing it. So like we walked it, like you could like literally walk through the door and like get to the goal. So what we did was we walked up to the door and like pretended that we couldn't. So we were like, we're not pressing the button. Like, oh, what's wrong with the? Well, you gotta find the puzzle. You gotta solve the puzzle to open the door. And then we solved the puzzle.
So we have another question in chat for you, Lee.
Go for it.
Will Prime be the only thick jungle buff, or are we gonna have other multiple jungle thickies?
There's gonna be more jungle stuff.
We're gonna put Oni in the jungle. He's pretty thick.
Which kind of thick?
I've got like
The best kind of thick. But only I get to see Winky face.
Winky face. Yeah. So because of the way jungle works in basically any MOBA, from what I know, and I'm just going to elaborate on this a little bit, we are planning to have a handful of jungle buffs. Like, it's obviously going to be an interactive jungle, so experience camps and everything. A couple of buffs to help, quote-unquote, the junglers gank lanes, but those are still, I think, in the conceptual stage. Prime is about the only thick that we have preconceptually done right now. Although I could be completely off base on that, and Lee could just like chip in and make me not sound like an idiot. Please.
No, you're about right. Like the jungle boss is the only real jungle thing that we have finished at the moment.
Neat. Gladiator, did you finish the almighty beard cosmetic for all the masters yet?
No, that's
a
on my
thing?
to-do
You doing
list.
You doing it?
Jahama,
miss that?
you should put Omega as a jungle boss, considering his violent tendencies.
I'm
Oh,
not violent. I'm
oh,
not a violent person.
I agree.
You walk into my camp zone and I just be like, "Hello, would you like a cup of tea?"
Capo
We
tea.
have various flavor. A cup
As
of tea.
he proceeds to beat you with the teacup.
We have various flavors such as chamomile, French vanilla, English breakfast.
Violent,
go.
And my
violent
favorite,
death hazard.
6 cups of 6 spoons of sugar.
We also have the blood of the unfortunates. I mean, red chili.
I'm more of a green chili kind of person. How's that actually?
Okay, so are all of you 3D artists or developers first time at a stream? First things first, Hugo Leon, thank you for checking out the stream. Welcome.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you very much. To answer your question, no, we are not all 3D artists. Technically, we are all on the development team, though.
Mhm.
Although 2 of us here are significantly less involved.
Oh, stop.
Oh, shush.
Ani and I are voice actors.
Yeah, we're part of the... So, Lee, the person that you are watching stream right now, is obviously the talented one here. Osville... I say that with all the love from my heart. Let me finish. Osville, who is fairly quiet, is one of our art leads. And
Yeah, I'm
then
the
Omega-
environment artist.
Yeah, and then Omega and I, the insufferable people that you have to listen to speak during these streams, we're part of the sound design department. And-
We're here to make this stream significantly worse.
I do speak.
yeah, we're
I
here to
just
make
don't
your
speak
life
that much
insufferable.
because I can't talk and work at the same time.
That's why you have us. We fill in all of the white noise for you. But
You
And
say
'cause
that, but you actually do talk quite a bit while working. And I don't know how the hell you do that. Like, that's so hard for me.
Well, right now I'm stuffing my face full of Danish, so
It's also because like we force him to talk. We like directly ask him questions.
yeah.
So, as far as what Omega and I do, as of what I think the team decided recently, is we're the sound department's PR people.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, Omega and I are the PR duo, so if the sound design department ever has anything to go public with, we're like, oh, hey, look, you have to deal with us for a few minutes. Other than
I'm the
that,
bark, Ani's the bite. If I say the mean stuff, Ani actually punches you.
on top of that, we're 2 of the team's voice actors, and Omega is the lead violence developer.
I'm
Developing new ways to
not-
bring violence to your house.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so kind and docile,
Boy.
like a nice little, like a dandelion.
Boy,
I
if you
saw
ever needed
I
to know
saw
what
you
lies
play
sound
Brigitte.
like,
Don't even go there. I saw you play Brigitte. Don't even go there.
Look, man, Brigitte is
I think Brigitte like channels some kind of like triggers something within Omega that just like
There is actually one part of the stream I remember. Lee, you guys were on the Hollywood map. You were playing Bastion, and Tracer kept trying to kill you. And I distinctly remember Omega saying, "Get out of here, Tracer!" And beat her ass into the wall.
okay. Yeah, I can confirm that one. Like whenever somebody's in my way and like they're not doing any damage, but I can like one shot them, I just go get out of here, and I just kill them, and then I go.
Get out of here! You're in the way.
Because I was busy healing Gur. Gur was over in the corner, and I had to run over and heal him.
Santis is actually playing Overwatch at the moment. It's kind of
Hey.
funny.
awesome.
If you need a support, I will help you. I'm a very, very skilled Lucio. I stay on that objective.
You would be a
Omega has
Excuse
the best objective time of anyone I've ever met.
You see my objective
He is
time?
also lying.
Have you? I have 9 minutes of objective time.
Okay, you had great objective time, but you are not the best Lucio. I'm just saying.
I said I was the best Lucio for objective time. Because I'm not gonna go
That
after
is
you.
that is also wrong.
You don't. I'm sorry. Can you refute my claim?
There is a Masters Lucio one trick who spends 95% of every single game on an objective. I'm
Look,
pretty
he
sure
doesn't-
he is unbeatable.
I'm pretty sure that's my alter ego.
Like you could ever reach masters outside of this game, where it's literally handed to you.
Oh,
I
fuck,
mean-
savage.
I don't need to be a master, Lucio, as long as I'm a master of your heart, honey. Winky face.
Then you will always be a failure. As far as the whole playing Overwatch thing goes, I'm pretty sure there are a couple of people on the team that play. I'm not allowed to. I got banned from Overwatch.
You got banned from Overwatch?
Yeah.
Are you that bad?
Didn't realize you were that big an asshole.
He's so this guy is calling me violent, but he's a toxic person getting banned.
No, okay, so I was a one-trick back in the days when one-tricking was considered harmful to the game's team environment. You know, that original Season 1, Season 2 ban wave of people who would refuse to ever swap off their hero? Yeah, I was a Hanzo one-trick. Truth be told, I was mildly toxic.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, he yes, he is very toxic. He's not toxic to me, though. When we were playing together, he was just, like, seething in his rage silently.
You kept making every mistake.
You can tell
How
how
do
much...
you play Nautilus and buy fucking coin? How?
He was just, like, seething. So you could tell how much he loves me, because he was just sitting there silently seething to himself. He's
You
like,
took
"It's okay."
Unsealed Spellbook on Nautilus.
He was so silent. He was just like, it's okay, Omega, it's okay. You could hear the anger, and he still plays me.
Thankfully, though, I recently got out of League, so a lot of that League-related anger is slowly dissipating away.
It just got transferred to Heroes of the Storm.
I mean, I was already a Heroes of the Storm player. With that whole patch 8.11, 8.12 thing, as soon as I started seeing fucking Heimerdinger and Vladimir in my bot lane as ADCs, I was like, you know what? Out. I've been here. I remember Season 2. I'm not dealing with this. Goodbye.
Look,
I was
my
out of
Nautilus
there.
game was fixed up the second game we played together. It was just that one accident.
You dive bombed into the entire enemy team expecting follow-up when our jungler was still at his red buff.
I killed like one person.
You got killed by one person.
And I killed one person. So, you know, it
I
worked out.
killed one person because I had to clean up your mistake.
Well, I was a support, so, you know, I did my job. Congratulations.
You were
You're welcome.
Nautilus. You
Yes.
should have survived for at least 10 seconds.
Yeah,
You
you know.
dived
but,
under the tower.
I mean, you know. That was a calculated risk. I'm just not good at math.
I think I'm going to need you to step back from your negativity.
Okay, getting League out of here. Valium is an Abathur Heroes of the Storm player. Again, get out.
Oh, man.
No,
I play Vala.
I love Abathur players. Like, a good Abathur is just like, watch me control the map without ever having to die so I can guarantee that I get VIP at the end of the game because I'm fucking Abathur.
I play Vala, and when I'm forced to not play Vala, I play Zarya. Because I only play Vala. Like, that's literally where all my levels come from.
You're actually a decent Vela, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you vault in the wrong direction every time, but...
You know, I gotta get to danger.
Just as
because
planned.
I get more damage. My damage gets stronger when I roll into people.
But you use vault to roll away when you're getting killed, Omega. If
But
there's three people chasing you down, you don't vault towards them. You vault away.
I mean, math. You gotta. It's like a bear. You gotta stand up tall and pretend that you're bigger than them.
Vala's
and then
tiny, though.
I'm tiny though. Same
And
principle.
you wonder why people pick on you.
Nobody picks on me because I fight them.
I pick on you.
And I fight you. But you love me unconditionally.
I just rolled my eyes so hard I gave myself a headache.
It's because it's the truth and you can't fight it.
Apparently.
Oswald's eating apples again.
Still marshmallows.
It's a healthy fruit.
Some big fat apples.
So, would love to see you guys typing more in chat. Ask some questions. Be interactive. Don't just sit there in silence. Come on.
Ioni's getting tired of me speaking the truth on him.
Yes, please.
There are apples that taste like grapes.
Really?
They're called graples.
I feel like you're pulling my leg.
Google it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will.
I'm not going to back up
What
this
do you-
statement with facts. You have to go find them.
What do you think about 3D MOBA in the game market when Paragon, Gigantic, Battleborn, etc. died and there's nothing like it announced by established developer? Will you have enough time to develop this game, or do you think there will appear some project from well-known studio or some Chinese copycat studio in the near future? Well, Chinese copycat studios exist because they make the funniest.
Yeah, they make the funnest shit.
They'll just like grab stuff from like anime
literally
and put
the only reason that I don't play Chinese knockoff games is because I can't read the language. Like the videos I've seen and everything, they look fucking amazing.
So good. Major Ear has joined the fray. Thanks for following. They're hilarious. There's like one I was watching, you put like a whole bunch of anime characters in there and then like characters from like other games. Like Bayonetta and then Kirito from Sword Art Online. And I was just like, why are they okay?
There comes a point where you must just stop asking why and you just go with it, right?
Like you're just like, okay, let's go. Let's just go. Let's just I'm down. I'm down with it. I think we'll have enough time because we're not really making a deadline for ourselves.
Yeah, we're just kind of plodding along.
And if a well-known studio makes a game, yay, congratulations for them. I'm modeling, that's why I don't chat too much. Oh man, I can't wait to see your portfolio. Are you gonna be on the cover of Vogue?
Wait,
Or
what?
Men's Health? Hugo said he's modeling.
Sweet.
So, yeah,
Sounds hot.
right? Or do you mean like the thing that Gur does? Because Gur still is a model. He just models in different ways.
Yeah, I couldn't pull off Vogue. That's not a me thing. Like, I don't think I could really deal with that.
I could see Gur modeling.
I could maybe I could pull off like a couple of like cover sheets for like beard products or something.
Mhm.
Like quality beard oils.
Oh my god, can we get Gur like look to just like a lumberjack?
Yeah, I'm down.
Hey, I'll do a photo shoot of that.
Look manly as fuck with a hatchet.
I realized what our pairing name is.
Oh god, on them.
Omni.
Eh.
Mind you,
Figured.
that was brought up earlier in the stream.
I didn't see it.
So, Witchblood asks, what do you think about the 3D MOBA in-game market? When Paragon,
yes,
Gigantic, Battleborn, etc. died, and there's nothing like it announced, yada yada yada, will you have enough time to develop this game, or do you think there will appear some project from a well-known studio or something?
Yeah,
already asked
we
this.
just answered that one.
I'm sorry, I had my headphones off.
Well,
It seems like a personal problem.
yeah.
Okay, well, have we...
Why you gotta bring that shit in here, man?
Is his
Okay,
jetpack
well,
fueled by ale?
Good question.
Personally, I really push for that.
What is Lee's obsession with overly sized noses?
Was that Joe?
I'm
Did Joe
jealous.
ask that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says Lee Nando's tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. What time?
What up? What up, Towel Respect? Towel is packed.
How are things on the animation end of things? Is there any character with fully fleshed out animations?
No.
I thought we had a little bit for Magnus.
Yeah.
But a couple. Well, yeah. They're
Yeah,
not, she's not
Magnus has
done.
got some, but it's not
I
fully
guess
not
it's
fully
not-
fleshed out.
So there's some work there. It's just not
He
complete.
says, lunchtime?
Yep, lunchtime is fine. Cheeky Nando's at lunchtime. Am I coming to you, or are you coming to
Hey.
me? I guess I'm coming
What's
to
the
you.
cheeky rating on this Nando's?
Well, Joe had one on Friday, so it's fairly cheeky.
It's fairly cheeky. You to me. Oh no, sorry, I mean I'm a 3D artist too, that's what I mean. I bet you could also be a normal model, Hugo. Like a picture model. But okay, I understand what you mean, 3D modeling. Good luck.
Are you any good? Do you want to come do some stuff for us? Just putting that
Submit
out
your
there. You know?
portfolio.
Yeah.
Submit your portfolio. You have a hiring process. But
Gonna model his love handles on mine.
jeez. Oni,
Mhm.
did you see the post I made?
No,
I will tag you in said post.
please don't.
I will. You have to look at said post.
Do I really though?
You do.
It's your duty, man.
What is a cheeky Nando's? Ask John, man.
I'm tempted to read out word for word a meme about this.
Which one? You want me to go find one?
So, an American asked, "But what does Cheeky Nando's mean? It has to have a meaning." And the response was, and the response was from someone called Chavesty. I need to see if I can do this in the voice as well. Just bear with me. Just give me a second. Need to
Oh man,
channel the inner Chav.
he's gonna voice act.
Mate, it's hard to explain, mate. It's just like one day you'll be out with your mates having a look in the JD, and you
Oh
might
my
fancy like a
God,
curry
yes.
club at the Spoons, and your lad Callum, who's an absolute ledge, and the Archbishop of Banterbury would be like, "Brevs, let's have a cheeky Nando's instead," and you're feeling like top, yeah, let's smash it.
Oh my god.
All of that just. All
That's
of
how I
that
was
is-
talking in my dream, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a DM you real quick.
I feel like
What is a cheeky Nando? Though? It's,
What is a cheeky Nando?
just
Joe actually
is
DM'd
that-
me.
is
Joe
that
actually
just like English?
Joe fucking DM'd me on Discord, literally to say, "The fuck is with the size of your dwarf's nose?" Fuck you, man.
Joe's the best. He's like the uncle.
Joe is just like a more polite version of me.
Yeah. How will the team tackle the inevitable PPR hentai?
Oh
I
man,
think some of them.
I'll be
will
the first
tackle
to
with,
faff
like, a
over it.
tissue in a bathroom.
yeah. Bring on Rule 34, man. I'm down.
I'm just not. Since I know that they may use my voice clips, I'm just gonna ignore her. As long as Oni and Omega are voicing the Rule 34 shit, I'm all for it. Like,
I really don't want to consider the fact that there's going to be Rule 34 of our game.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
I know Rule 34 of the internet is if it exists, there's going to be porn of it. But like,
You just don't want to think about it.
It's
'Cause
no, but
they're
it's
gonna
like
be using her
like
voice.
one of the funniest memes I've seen about this is like a Fist of the North Star meme, and this like he's just pointing at this like original content. He's like, "You are already porn."
I mean, I
God,
guess
that's good too. No.
it's like just okay. So for us as voice actors, like it's weird because it's our actual voice that's in the assets, so people can just grab those and twist them and make them sound like however they want.
I know, but this just makes me think of a green text I read this one time where this guy was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I was fapping to some of my dad's porn or whatever, and then I found this video, put it in, started fapping like hot chick, started fapping, she turns around and it's my mum kind of thing." I'm just like, "Oh fuck no!"
And
So
if we actually have to do like grunting for attack sounds or like a death noise, they could take that and they could. Oh god, the imagery.
And like I don't know if you, but like as like when you voice female characters, everything they do that has to be with a grunt just comes off as sexual. Like it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, have you ever listened to a
Like,
tennis game?
It's impossible.
You've been listening to Wimbledon, right? The Wimbledon women's tennis. It's just
No.
pure porn. It's just pure porn.
Make a Rule 34 community tab in here. No, I'm going to specifically request Oni doesn't do that. Can you send me the model so I can import them into Source Filmmaker and make funny video? Gladiator, go sit down somewhere. Take several seats.
Take several seats. Never get back up.
Just lock the door on your way in.
Now, how does the sound department people meet the 3D department people?
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Just walk over and be like, hey guys, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, we
It's gonna be really fun if we ever do get like a physical studio location. Because then you'll actually walk up and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'll be like, "I'm fucking busy. Leave me alone."
And then you know I won't do it. You know I won't do it. That's the problem. You know, I'll just sit there, just publish.
if
Okay.
if we ever get a physical studio and it gives me a reason to get the heck out of Canada, I would totally just knock on your office all the fucking time and be like, hey Lee, hey,
Hey, buddy.
how's work?
Hey.
How's work going?
Can somebody get Omega off my back? He's trying to fight me and it's not working.
Omega's literally on your back.
I became the backpack.
Dude, you have this like growth or something.
I am not going to piggyback you around the
There's some-
office.
Huh?
You have legs, use them.
No, I'm just gonna be trying to fight you.
Only here would there be a 10-minute porn conversation. I mean, yeah, that's why you come to watch us, is because we don't have insightful development tips. We just
don't.
talk about
They
Rule
do.
34.
Oswald and Leah do. We don't. We just sit here and do the talkie-talkie. We just go into our closets and scream into a microphone.
Oh, God, Crow just reminded me. From Paragon, whenever the Fae died, it was sounded pretty much like they were orgasming. every
All the
time.
fucking.
Yas.
Yas.
Alright, that
DG
is,
skyscraper coming along? You mean the rectangle that we just had jump model?
Play Lee some synthwave. It'll become your best bud.
Oh man, I fucking love synthwave.
Just walking with
especially
the backpack.
especially while I'm working, just retro synthwave. Oh, it's so
Is that
good.
what you want me to do, Lee?
Well, you
get one of those
played
speaker backpacks.
you played Hotline Miami recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have two
that's all synthwave.
Okay. I'll just get one of the speaker backpacks and walk into the art department and be like, "What's up, art department? How you doing?"
Do it. Yeah.
But yeah, Oni and I are just gonna cry once those videos come out. It's gonna be like, "Oni, they use my lines."
Just sat sobbing in the corner. We're like it's gonna. I'm basically being like, Omega, what's wrong? He's like, someone turned me into porn. I'm like, shocking. Who would do such a thing? It's like they put it up online. They put it up online. Shocking that they would do something like that. Where did they put it up online?
You know what the saddest thing is, and I can openly admit this. If they do make porn of our characters using our voices as sound assets, it wouldn't be the first time a character I've voiced ended up on Rule 34.
It'll be a first for me.
This sounds like story time.
It's an experience, Omega.
No, I feel like the worst thing is that somebody will tag us, probably.
Probably.
If somebody like tags us on like Twitter,
we'll just be like playing the game or something, or like streaming or whatever, and then we'll just get like a random Twitter or DM on Discord, and it'd be like, "Hey, look what we just found."
Yeah. They'll literally use it as a way to stop you from winning the game.
Fuck that. I'd have it playing in the background.
you better not, because you know we probably end up playing in the same room too. Just so they're like, Oni, stop. Oni, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that noise. You recorded it. I know.
Yeah, the problem is you sitting there going, "No, stop! I don't like that. Stop! Oh, stop!" You know, it's not. It's not helping things.
Please, don't do it.
Don't do the noise. I don't like. Just stop playing the noise. Stop playing the sound.
And I'm just gonna sit there with like the big shit-eating grin on my face, like,
Yes. Give in to the hate.
Yeah. You're jump voting and then it doesn't work.
Do it.
Do it.
I feel like if this were in-game mechanics, Oni's a tank and I'm like the support that tries to solo him.
as I just sit there. Actually, based on the two characters we voice, yeah, you would be sitting there trying to wail on me, and I'd just be like giving you the really kind of look the entire time.
Just like, no, you're just like, oh, he's trying so hard.
Oh, he's trying so hard. Then punts you halfway across the map.
Then just like later in the game, I just use an ult to steal the kill on you. That's what you get!
There's actually one character that I'm super excited for when we finish the development.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since we started working on, or like ever since you guys started work on the project and I eventually had the chance to come in, I've loved Warden.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He's so adorable, and I want him to be done because he reminds me of Crunch. And Crunch's release trailer was like the single most adorable thing Paragon has ever done.
I imagine as a voice actor, you'd not be satisfied with how your voice would be applied in porn. I figured you'd rather want to be asked to make original voice lines for these, not to see my professional right.
Yeah.
Don't yell for me!
I'm not yelling for you. I'm just saying, yeah.
It's more like, I just prefer you just didn't.
Okay, time for a little coffee. Any of you guys want? I mean, hey, I'll take a coffee.
Can't drink coffee, it's diuretic, it dries out our voices.
Ika.
I can't have coffee. Coffee makes me shit.
Thank
I mean,
you.
As long as we're not recording right now, we can have coffee. Like,
Well,
to be
that's
fair.
fine. Yeah.
Do you know why that
Deal
happens?
with the caffeine mucus buildup.
Do you know why that happens, Oswald?
No, not really.
Caffeine stimulates the small intestine. So basically, if you've got one in the pipe, it pushes it along.
If you could get a tea or like a room temperature water, I'd appreciate. Actually, a little chilled, lightly chilled water.
With like 5
Make
teaspoons
sure
of sugar.
Yeah, that's helpful. I don't think. Oni, do you know about my sugar problem?
It literally is a problem as well. Omega's gonna have fucking diabetes by the time he's 30.
I had an empanada today, as well as like a watermelon slushie, and it had like watermelon seeds, but the seeds weren't actual watermelon seeds; they were candy.
Okay.
I got them from Taco
Sounds
Bell.
lethal.
They were like Smarties. It was good.
Why would anybody eat that?
Cause it's sugar.
what it sounds like is that Omni are giving permission to send them Rule 34 stuff from Toy Rocket. No. No. No, no, no. No.
Speaking on behalf of both of us, I openly accept you guys to send the two of us anything Rule 34 related.
Omni!
They're
You
not
guys
going
hear?
to.
I'm almost. I mean, like the thing is,
Excuse me?
what you need to kind of bend your head around is that if there is already fan art of one of our characters, there is already Rule 34 of that character. You know, like.
No, my thing is, Oni just said they won't do it. These are the same people who sent us $500 when we said don't do that shit. You want to try this
Yeah, but there's a
one
difference
more
between
again?
them dipping into their wallets, which I still firmly believe will be refunded. Prove me wrong. And them sending us
Because we've
somehow
said that in
Rule
the past and it's never happened.
Because the thing is, they can't send us Rule 34 of the game, right? They don't know who we're voicing. We haven't released voice lines to the public. There's no sound design that they can dip into, meaning the only Rule 34 they could send would literally be the two of us. And since they don't know what we look like and have no preconceived notion of how they would be able to do that, I openly challenge them because currently, in my logic, it's physically impossible.
Oni, we both stream. They can just take our voices off of the stream.
I haven't streamed in 4 months.
You've been on my stream and you're on this stream constantly, Oni.
Okay, well, they could get the sound, sure, but they still have no preconceived notion of what we look like. Ergo, still impossible.
I mean, there are pictures of Omega around.
Okay, well, they still don't know what I look like. And that is a closely guarded secret.
I know what you look like.
Yeah, because you were
Omega looks like
stream
Donald
what we
Trump.
did on the Google Hangout. You are among like the 5-6 people who know what I look like.
Winky face.
So what do we think, guys? Does this guy look like chunky enough to be our dwarf? Like super chunky.
You need a little bit more muscle definition in the forearms.
Yeah, I think his forearms need to be like huger as well.
Older.
like
wonder.
huger. Is that even a word? Huger.
Don't get excited, Marco.
Other than that, I think it looks okay.
Cool. I need to stop building
Are
our
we going with the bald concept, or are you gonna give him like a dwarvish style haircut?
Yeah, he'll have hair and a hat and stuff. Like maybe. Oh man, what about like aviator goggles?
Yeah.
What about like aviator goggles and like soot around them, and like if you take the goggles off, he's got like rings around the eyes.
To be absolutely honest, I don't like where your character design is going.
Oh.
Aurelia already looks very generic. Theo wasn't special either. Warden seems interesting, but stylistically not unique in concept, and the dwarf already screams generic. I read a beard. I mean, you right.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
But
My question would be, what would you do to change it then? Like, if they were your models, what would you do differently?
I also have to just make one tiny thing clear, and this might just be a personal gripe, but could I vent real quick?
Okay.
Generic isn't always a bad thing. As somebody who's voiced in other projects, and who, one of the projects I've worked on, I'm literally the definition of generic. Like, I am generic bandits. I'm the definition of mediocrity. Generic is...
You got that right.
Roguishly handsome.
But the thing is, generic isn't always a bad thing. Aurelia has a fairly generic design to her, but she has personality. There's going to be, in her voice, in the way she acts, there's going to be personality there that adds to the character design. As far as the dwarf goes, like, think about it like this. We're in the pre-conceptual stage of a game right now that's a huge undertaking for a group of people. If we go too, like, out there, we're kind of punching our own ticket. If we start with something that feels generic as a baseline, but add personality and feeling to the characters, then when they come out, they're not going to feel as generic. They'll feel more fleshed out, and then as the game continues to grow, if we get lucky and the game continues to grow, we can make the more far out designs and the wacky shit, and like we can get more unique and flavorful because we'll have that baseline to start off of. We can't go nuts to start out because then people will look at our game and be like, you know what? They're trying too hard, probably not going to go well. I'm stepping away from this.
Yeah. So
any game on the market, literally any game on the market, generic is a standpoint. If you look at the first Fallout game, Fallout is one of the most beloved series of any RPG series out there, or even the Elder Scrolls. Look at their first games. Generic and bland as hell. But they grew to be something amazing. So
yeah, sure.
Don't take generic as a bad thing, take it as a stepping stone.
So here's the thing, right? I remember reading this comment on YouTube as well. And honestly, like, it's fine. Like, I love criticism. It helps me grow. It's great. However, there is like such a thing as bad critique. And so when I've asked you, because I've just read your response as well. So when I've asked you, like, what would you do differently? Like, what would you do if they were your characters? You've immediately gone, take a look at Gideon. Take a look at Iggy. And first of all, Iggy isn't a dwarf. He's a goblin. And so yeah, you've basically gone, take a look at these things that other people have made. That's not what I was asking you. I wasn't asking you, which heroes do you prefer? I'm asking you, if you were an artist, what would you do? Yeah? And the reason that I'm asking you that is because it will help you be able to give informed critique in the future. Just saying, like, I don't like this, it looks generic, sure, that's a valid subjective criticism. But it lacks the objective foundation to be able to actually help me do something different or better.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And if you...
especially when you're saying, go look at what Paragon did, the thing is, we're not trying to look at what Paragon did. We're not trying to be Paragon. Yeah, Iggy. I don't think you could technically count Iggy as a dwarf. He was an imp at best.
Yeah.
But Gideon, Gideon's design was cool. But fun fact, even Gideon's design wasn't original.
Yeah.
Gideon was designed off of other games. When you say look at Gideon's design, that's as easy as saying, okay, well, go look at the games that Gideon was originated from. It's all a standard of, if you can think of something original, especially in the game industry, $5 says someone did it first, or there's some like artistic license, or like, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's all allegory.
Inspiration. There's some inspiration out there that led to the design of a character. So again, generic is kind of a bad term, but it's an amazing stepping stone.
Yep.
2 months I come on stream here. Almost I don't miss it. And on Solar Tuesday because it's a holiday. It's your stream is like a tasty medical pill that heals the damage from closing a Paragon. Thank you for all of this. You give hope to what you're doing. You're real, Mujik. Thank you, Don.
To be clear here as well, I Redbeard, like, I welcome this feedback. Like, really give it to me, but be really clear and concise with it so that I can actually make it better. Yeah. And I apologize if you feel like I've called you out or anything like that. That wasn't my intention.
Yeah, like it's super cool that you want to help with the designs. It's super cool that you want to lend your ideas. But especially when we're in like the pre-concept stage, you can't just say, okay, well, look at this. The Anansi has joined the fray. Welcome. You can't just look at this and be like, okay, well, why don't you look at this character instead? If you want to lend your ideas, Gatherson has joined the fray. Welcome.
Thank you.
If you want to give like clear, concise feedback, tell us your ideas, not what you think we should look at. What do you think would help? What are your ideas?
Like, basically, the way that your feedback comes across is, I want you to look like Paragon. I want you to look like the Paragon heroes that I used to like. And that's cool, man. We all want that. I fucking loved Gideon. Gideon, like, I mained Gideon literally from as soon as I got into early access, which is like early 2015.
And Omega and Lee can tell you, I've been harping on them to make a Narbash copy.
Yeah, exactly.
One Narbash.
yeah. Like all of that. Like, yeah, everyone wants their favorite heroes and everything. Like, that's a natural thing to want. But you also need to think that, like, you know, there's already a project out there that's going to be doing that. You know, we need to be different from that. And different can't always mean, like, crazy and super unique and super original, especially when, as Oni pointed out, like, not all of Paragon's heroes were that original either. Like, they had an entire fucking roster of basically just, like, police.
Fuck.
Let's see. Aurelia will be more unique with Omega Square. I mean, I cannot confirm or deny that I am voicing Aurelia.
I might be voicing Aurelia.
Yeah.
Dibs that shit.
I think you'd make a good Aurelia.
Thank
Thanks,
you
man.
for the ad bits, Captain. That is very that's like over responsible. That's
the most responsible
supreme.
donation we've seen on this stream in a long time, man.
Right. Like he didn't even
Man, so you know
buy
we've
those
got like
bits.
the stream sugar daddy thing. Like we should have like most
responsible
responsible. Yeah, I'm down for
Yeah.
that. Most responsible donator.
I'd enjoy that. And just really quickly want to talk about something someone's in chat. Witchblood said, I think it's good. You can start with a generic model and offer interesting skins for it, or there's a chance for it to grow. Like, yeah, the model may look generic, but we'll add flavor and cool abilities and make them feel unique. And then, obviously, skins. Yeah.
Like we have plans for skins and stuff. We're literally sat there going like it feels like basically like 2 or 3 times a day we're having to tell people, like even inside the team we're having to tell people, can we just like finish all the starter heroes first?
And yeah, J-Sync is totally on point here. Revenant was just straight up a Jin ripoff. FaZe is an infamous character design for multiple games. Twin Blast is just
Someone from fucking Deus Ex.
not even Deus Ex. He kind of seemed like a ripoff of every sci-fi action dual wielding hero ever. Sparrow was literally just, how many archers can we rip off?
Starkiller, yeah? Starkiller?
Yeah, Starkiller. Thank you. Yeah, but I read it weird. You gotta remember. Okay, so he was pulling his guns out of his cyborg arms. How many other really well-known character designs use cyborg arms? Jax from Mortal Kombat could pull shit out of his cyborg arms. In fact, in Mortal
Robocop
Kombat
pulled
X,
guns out of his
Genji?
cyborg legs.
Genji can pull out shurikens out of his cyborg body.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of cyborg, can we have someone like Cyrax? That'd be dope.
Like
That'd
I'm
be
not
so
harping.
cool.
I'm not trying to harp on anyone's ideas here. It's just, especially with how far we've come across, not us as a team, like as human beings,
Oh.
with how far we've come in the creative process, almost nothing is original anymore. So if we create generic designs, we can say, okay, well, they take inspiration from this and then make them our own thing, and then eventually someone else will come along, and as long as we made a name for ourselves, if they create the next generic thing, they'll be like, oh, hey, but it was just a rip-off of Project Phoenix Rise's character.
That'd be so cool.
Hilarious.
Every generic stepping stone is just a way
I mean-
to go forward.
I mean, like, one of the more original early like legacy Paragon heroes was like there was Grux and there was Rampage, but my Rampage deck was called Cthulhu Hungers.
What are the Dwarf Master's weapons and utilities?
My Drongo deck was called This Is My Boomstick.
Yep.
Hello.
He had
Hey, July.
Hey July.
Hello.
Julie.
Julie.
What is
Me Julie. What someone said?
weapons and utilities of the Master?
Oh, okay. So, I mean, a lot of it is kind of still being fleshed out internally. But what I proposed was that he be a cross between Iggy and Howitzer in terms of the way he plays. So, what I would really like to see is that he have two different types of turrets, and you can put down a maximum of 3 turrets and you can mix and match the type that are put down, right? And the 2 turrets would be, you've got one which deals single target damage, and then you've got one that deals like damage within a cone in front of it, but that damage is way smaller. But the difference is like that cone could catch like 50 minions if there happen to be that many, and so it might be better in some circumstances to use one than to use the other. Like you'd want to use the single target damage if you're trying to burst down a hero, you'd want to use the other one if you're trying to take down like a pack of minions. Or even in group fights. For his ultimate, like I thought it would be really cool if he could like fire up his backpack, launch himself up into the sky, and just like throw bottles of vodka at people like Molotovs.
I won't be responsible when y'all get a Patreon, Omega. That's fine as long as you're responsible now. When we get a Patreon, we have like ways that we can compensate you guys for like donating money. Then yeah, go for it. I will back off. I will be like, yeah, no, sure. But right now, when we can't do anything about it, responsible donations only, please. Thank you. They won't let me watch any more ads. Enjoy my petty. Thank you for the ad bids, Gattison. We appreciate you. Bulbul. Will he have a hammer or an axe, at least on the belt for beauty?
I'm sure I can do like a beauty axe. Like, what's a dwarf without his axe, right? Or a hammer.
He just shaves with the axe.
It's a shaving axe. Like what? Yeah, but no, I get what you mean. Like, what's a dwarf without like a hammer or an axe? But again, that's falling into very generic territory.
And will it be much easier?
What
to
if we
do
give him a
things at the
wrench? Like just a big ass wrench.
Yeah.
What about a multi-tool?
Because that
dude.
Because that would kind of fit into the theme of him being an engineer, and then you could say, I'm playing a hovering dwarf that beats the shit out of people with a wrench. Like, I want to be able to say that as an actual sentence. I'm beating someone to death with a wrench.
Will it be easier to do theme sets of skins for all heroes? Like, do you mean like all of the skins under the same name? Like, this is Warden, Aurelia, Warden.
Oh, I think they mean like themes like the unreleased Chinese New Year skins for Paragon, that kind of thing. Is that right?
Yeah, because
like
League
what
has,
League does, where every
sets.
handful of characters gets like a themed set,
Yeah, like
so
cotton.
they can match other characters.
Right.
Like Cotton
Okay.
Candy Inferno, Cotton Candy Theo.
So in terms of like thematic skins, the skins are going to be model variations, because we want you guys to be able to basically customize your the way that your characters look to so that they're right for you, but still within fitting the theme of the character. And so we're developing a material system that will basically let you, instead of purchasing, say, like, let's say instead of purchasing a red cloth skin for Magnus, instead you might purchase a pack of different cloth materials, right? And
So
that
what we're
pack of
kinda
cloth
aiming for
materials
is,
would
like-
be you could use those across any hero that had cloth. you could apply like any of those materials that you've bought to any hero that has cloth, and that means as well. Like someone brought this up in the stream a few weeks ago as like oh, does that mean this? And it was kind of like an inadvertent thing. We went, oh yeah, it probably does. That means that you could even have like team colors. Like you and your friends could go like, let's color all of our masters with like these particular colors, so that we're all coordinated or whatever, you know.
So kind of like
yeah.
what Dota 2 does with the armory system, where when you get the cosmetics, they come in individual pieces, and you can customize to how you want it to look, kind of thing.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think in terms of the models, like it's basically going to be just like complete reworks of each character, or like little additional upgrades to the model or whatever. And the major kind of customizable component is going to be the materials that are on that thing.
Either way, it sounds super cool.
I'm trying.
I think we may be taking my initial feedback too far. My whole criticism was based around the idea of adding some uniqueness to each master, example a staff or hovering orbs or something like that. What I proposed earlier, I definitely want to know that Sparrow and Twin Blast were great in design. That's what you're pulling out as an argument right now. My whole point mentioning Gideon and you was basically the outstanding features. Oh, well, Theo has that. Theo has a Brazier chant. They have the sensor.
Omega, you should probably scroll down in the chat.
Yeah.
Why?
Look, man, I'm just trying to make sure everything gets read.
Yeah,
Look,
Theo has.
I already answered that whole post in chat.
Theo has a fairly unique offhand weapon, and will have some fairly unique effects for the weapons. Magnus actually has the gloves and boots, like they're powered by crystals. I don't know how. Well, it probably wasn't obvious if you haven't spotted it, but yeah. Like,
all of Warden is just adorable.
Yeah, all of Warden is just adorable. But yeah, we're trying to we're definitely like, we want the characters to feel like each one of them is different, each one of them is unique and everything. But you know, we do have to kind of at least play it a little bit safe to begin with.
Lee, can I make the access joke?
Look, man.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I guess.
No, Joe. I mean, he's a prop artist. He makes props.
I know the way you just said it. There, you're like, yeah, I guess.
I think he just wants something to do. Like,
Yeah. He really needs a helicopter. Is it not easier to make an ordinary jetpack, or is this how you see the character?
this is just how I see the character. Yeah, I'm thinking about like having a fuel valve here, which is basically just like he pours beer into it.
Megan needs to get with the times. You know what, TMNT? I'll fight you too. That can be the time we get to.
In the streets.
So I have to step out for right now, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
See ya. What was
What was that?
Oswald's getting all emotional, man.
Oswald, are you sad to see me go?
Nobody is.
Oh no, dude. No, I'm not. I'm not a dick like Omega. I am slightly upset to see you go.
Man, I see him every night. I don't need to be sad.
Remember guys, Oz posted that meme saying that it was that time of the month.
I'm
What?
not leaving. I'm stepping out. I'm gonna go quiet for a few minutes. I need to go get a Pepsi.
Well, why make a whole fucking announcement of it? I mean, I
Just
leave
go.
without telling anyone.
He comes back, it's completely different. We're just like, what happened? He's like, his hair's all tousled. He's in like somebody else's shirt. He's just back.
Because I was gonna say,
Fell into a sewer, fucked a fish.
I'm headed out for right now. When I come back, let me know if anything happens.
Just get out of me this way.
Although
Love you, though.
If Omega's still here, I might just not come back at all.
I love you, honey.
Sure you do.
I do.
Yeah, so let me know if anything happens. I'll be back in 30-ish, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, Clay, this is.
Yeah. Bye. Wants everything to be read. No reason my comments. Hi, Panda. I'm sorry. I thought you were replying. Wait, I just got here. I'm just here to troll you. Would still like to make an axe. Yes. I was late. I was late, man. I was scrolling. I had to make sure I got through the point. Joe, just calm down. Just calm down. I'm getting to it. I'm working on it.
Is Joe being a dickhead?
He's like wants everything to be read and never reads.
Wait, when did July get here?
What?
It's Julie.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Julie?
Oz.
Yeah, Julie.
No, for real. I don't recall you entering the channel. I just heard your voice.
I even said hi and hello, and people even said hi to me. Wow.
Did I say hi?
Yeah, but you're not people.
That's what I'm saying. I guess I'm not people if I didn't say hi.
Yeah, man. You're not people. The fuck do you think you are, man?
It's cool, dude. I guess I'm illegal. Whatever.
Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I've got Trump on speed dial, so.
Oh, dude, holler at your boy.
Hello?
Dude, did you?
Hello?
Did you?
Hello?
Did you ever see that meme where the guy's like, the guy's like, yo, not that I want to get my my illegal immigrant mother-in-law deported or anything, but she lives at this address and she gets off work.
Yeah, dude. The fucked up part is that a lot of the people in my area that actually do have illegal like grandparents and shit, they're like, not that I want to get my grandma, deported or anything. They put their actual address and shit. Like, it's so fucked up.
Oh no.
Omega Matter has joined the fray.
That's a
Thanks for
rookie
following.
mistake right there.
It's like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. I know exactly where that's at. That actually exists.
Yeah. I was like, congratulations, you played yourself.
They played a whole generation, man.
Yeah. I did it all for the memes.
Are those the same crystals you use as XP? That makes so much sense.
Well, so yeah, I don't know if Laura have talked about this. Fuck it, leaks ahoy. So basically,
Hey! Remember the sword? Remember the sword.
I'll allow it.
That's not your call.
So
Veto.
So basically, the crystals that I made in the last couple of streams, they're called Aether, and that's what this race of dwarves like found while they were mining, and so like they've had like a bit of a technological boot. It's not really technology though, because it's magic. Like the Aether contains magic energy, magic power. So yes, Magnus's crystals, like on her gloves and boots, are made from this stuff. Magnus's Aurelia's backstory is along the lines of, and I'm going to use that phrase, like, I need it to be really clear, along the lines of basically it has found a way to manipulate these crystals into directly controlling some of the more fundamental forces of what we would call physics, but what they might call, nature or magic or whatever, and is doing so through these crystals. So she's channeling a lot of energy through these crystals. And Aurelia is a very, very power-hungry woman. She wants to be more powerful. So yeah.
Souls has mastered the subscribe button. Thanks for subscribing, Joel.
Thanks, Joe. I'll buy you a Nando's tomorrow.
Which reminds me.
My whole point was just horseshit. Now that you're mentioning there are these unique things I mentioned. What clothing style do you think for the dwarf at the moment? Modern, Lord of the Rings, or perhaps steampunk?
TMNT, what do you mean the sword is gone, man?
What?
What sword is gone?
Huh? This is a different character, bro.
Yeah, it's a different character, bro. Catch up, bro.
Bro?
Bro?
You're telling me to get with the times. You're on an old stream, bro.
Come on, bro. You wanna smoke some hops, bro?
Bro.
Yeah, we're gonna go smoke beer hops. That video is hilarious.
Hey,
If anyone hasn't seen it,
Mervon.
just go on YouTube and search for Hops, H-O-P-S, and it'll be the first thing that comes up. It's fucking brilliant.
But yeah, what clothing style are you thinking for the dwarf at the moment? Modern, Lord of the Rings, or perhaps steampunk?
So, elements of sci-fi, definitely some elements of sci-fi, but I still want to try and incorporate that whole, like, because in just about every setting that you see dwarves in, right, they have, like, these really cool runes, you know, very Nordic themed. I want to try and incorporate those if I can, but still having this kind of almost sci-fi-ish look to the armor. But I definitely need to talk to the lore guys about this as well, and see how they want his armor to look.
Aurelia shoots dark beams from her boobs. I don't think that's confirmed.
Wait, what?
Aurelia shoots dark beams from her boobs. I don't think that's confirmed.
No, does not.
I'm not a dick like Omega Ozville, page 27.
Well,
Yeah.
that's weird.
You know, by the time me and Omega fight, it's gonna be a 20-round fight with full rules, but on the screen. I think you answered. Are the crystals that manages to power herself the same ones you pick up with XP? Mary, fuck, kill, Aurelia, Warden, Theo.
That's a bit easy.
In that order. Probably Warden, Theo, Aurelia.
I feel like Theo would take care of you, so I think Theo,
Dunno, man.
Warden.
You wouldn't want to marry Warden?
I mean, I want to marry Warden, but at the same time, we don't know how cute Warden actually is. Like, we don't know Warden's personality.
True.
I feel like Theo. Well, nah, I'll marry Warden because Theo's a zealot, so that may be annoying.
And I'm not feeling that.
Like, we gotta go save religion. I was like, can we do that later, babe? We did that yesterday. It's a never-ending struggle. I think I'm gonna end the struggle, but
Can we at least grab some garlic bread on the way?
What? You were on such a good streak, Gaddison, then you have this super irresponsible donation. What is this? What code do you use? Oh, the bit was from ads. That's super responsible. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep doing your thing, Gaddison. Appreciate you. Responsible. Responsibility here. Everybody take a page from Gaddison's book. Random business question. Do you guys already have people from marketing, IT management, IT analysis, and project management stuff? If not, do you need any? Personal question.
I think we could definitely do with someone who knows marketing. Definitely apply. If you know marketing, definitely apply.
Why is there a fat man on my screen? Oh, sorry.
I thought I had my webcam off.
I said fat, not fat with a PH.
Oh damn. I'm making Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
This is the guy
It
that
seems
gave.
like he would be the Santa skin.
This is the guy that gave Jungle Boss his hat.
Will it will belong to people or to a separate scatter? What? I don't actually understand the question, Dog. Maybe what about the sword? New guy, I think. One of the beer styles you should consider for the dwarf. Do not miss thick red mutton chops.
Oh yeah.
Still didn't actually explain what Nando's is. Still didn't actually explain what Nando's is. He did though.
Nando's, like, yeah, okay, so without going into the whole cheeky Nando's thing, Nando's is, it's basically, like, it's a fast food type restaurant, and I use that term kind of loosely because it is a restaurant, but the food gets you really quick, and it's, South African recipes, so lots of, like, piri sauces and spices and stuff, with Portuguese cooking methods. So like all the chicken is cooked in spatchcock style, which is where they basically slice the bird down the middle, spread it all out flat, and then grill the fuck out of it. It's really, really good. Super good.
Gur, have you played or seen the game Deep Rock Galactic?
No, but it sounds cool.
I think it's like Space Dwarves or something, like Space Dwarf Minecraft.
I can take Space Dwarf Minecraft.
Whoever's reading a chat seems a bit violent, don't you think? I don't know what you're talking about, Josh.
Super violent, right?
Also, my friend got the good kush last night. I'm sorry. I just realized, Omega, you're like a munchkin cat, adorable, small, and I'm not cute and I'm not violent. I'm gonna fight you.
You're pretty fucking cute. I don't know what you're talking about.
And pretty fucking violent.
Yeah.
Super Smash. We're gonna start in Super Smash Ball.
Salud.
Man, if you like Smash, you should play against Joe sometime. Like Joe, I shit you not, is a good fighting game player. Like really good. Like I always thought like when I was younger I was quite good, but I always thought that like I kind of kept up with it and I was alright and everything. I think the first time I went around to Joe's place, he's like, "What do you want to do? Do you want to play some games?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. What you got?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, well we can play some Street Fighter." I was like, "Okay, cool. We can play some Street Fighter. I haven't played it in a little while. I'm a little bit rusty." Fucking bodied me like 20 games in a row.
I mean, so like you keep saying a lot of games that me and Joe could play together, but Joe doesn't slide in my DMs. So I'm like, man, Joe's busy.
Afro Dwarf. Afro Dwarf, yeah.
Uni, business, IT, marketing is going to be part of it. Santa Claus confirmed. Also hear stuff about your responsibilities. Yeah, don't do them.
So what I would say on the whole, like, do you need this? Do you need that thing? Is if you or anybody that's out there watching, anybody on YouTube or whatever, like, if you feel like you have something that you can offer the team, just apply. Like, if it's a role that we don't currently have on the team, like, and didn't even think that we needed, but then we see your application and we go, oh wait, that's actually, you know, we could really use that. You know, like we're open to everything. So if you feel like that you have something to offer us, please apply. When it comes to like artwork and stuff, just bear in mind that like I'm going to be one of the guys reviewing your portfolio. Yeah.
Have Warhammer Dwarves influenced you artistically?
Yes.
The middle ring beard looks a little too big.
Well, I can make it smaller.
Yeah.
I never really got any complaints about my middle ring beard. But...
You're Prince Albert?
Yeah, man.
Stop!
No, nobody ever complained about it being too big before. Yeah, I made the beard bigger. Didn't want to make the ring smaller. I made the beard bigger.
Everyone agrees that Omega's cute and violent. Well, everybody's wrong.
You're fucking cute. Calm your tits.
We're gonna alternate.
Calm your tits.
We're gonna fight in Spanish.
Joke's on you, I'm not Spanish.
I know. I said we're gonna fight in Spanish.
Joke's on you, I'm not Spanish.
I don't. That's not a. Okay. Whatever.
Joke's on you, I'm.
Joke's on you, I'm not a joke. Oh, I haven't saved in a while. Let me save.
I agree with the violent part, but I also didn't say he's cute, but a dick. I mean, all of those things are false statements. I could sue for slander.
You could, but would you?
That's a lot of work. I'm just saying that the option is there.
It is an awful lot of work.
Awful lot of work.
So,
do you know? I think the thing that's inspired me the most in terms of the way this guy looks right now, like, in terms of like his face and his beard and the hair that I'm working on right now, is my Uncle Monty from where I used to live. He's like one of my dad's
What a
best friends.
fucking British name. Holy shit.
He's one of
Monty.
Monty, yeah. He's one of my dad's
awesome.
best friends. It's just like he's a fucking hairy biker guy. Like, that's the thing. Like my dad is a full-on fucking hairy biker, so it's just like he was surrounded by hairy biker friends.
So, from a physics aspect, wouldn't the propeller want to be closer to his back to keep the center of gravity more in line with the propeller?
Maybe, but I mean I have no counter to that. It might be true, but there's also the rule of cool. So I have to do what looks good as well as what works.
D&D. Dude. I'm gonna go soothe the calamity in your memories. Look, TMNT, you know what? I don't know how many times I have to put you on this list, but I'll do it as many times as I require.
Oh, speaking of it, TMNT, and just because this reminded me of something that I wanted to do, that I've been wanting to do with the community for a while now, is having a Jackbox night with the community.
Oh, like I did that one time?
A what?
Did you do it? Did you do it for VG though?
No.
A what?
No, that's what I'm
A
saying.
what?
Like one specifically for VG. Like everybody can just join. Like we'll do it on the official VG channel. Anybody can come in. We'll start playing games, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not sure if that... I mean, we can try.
I feel like people would want to be a part of that. I mean, they can speak for it right now that we're on stream and talking about it.
I mean,
But I feel like it'd be really fun as a community interaction kind of thing.
Yeah, Jackbox gets kind of...
Hey, it's still fun. If anyone's being a mess, they can be removed, but it'll still be pretty fun.
It's gonna be you. You're gonna be the mess.
I'm always the mess.
I accidentally reversed it onto Osville too on one of those. It was so sad.
You know what's funny is that I even wrote that.
You wrote this one?
Go ahead, say it.
I don't remember what it was, so you probably remember what it actually said.
It was saying something along the lines of like, because it asked me the question of like, describe the perfect babysitter. And I was like, short, kind of pudgy, and obviously Mexican.
What?
And then so like the game is to like take what somebody says and then make it sound the worst way possible, like out of context.
Okay.
And so I received that statement, and all I just typed in was Osville.
So he mixed both of them together. It ended up being Osville description, short, kind of pudgy, and Mexican. It was just so perfect. Yeah, I feel like that'd be really fun. I feel like a lot of people would want to get in on that.
And it didn't even just say that; it said most definitely Mexican.
Oh, that's right, and most definitely Mexican. Best babysitters, dude. I can attest.
No, like, someone. Who's your ideal? What's your ideal babysitter? Sasha Grey.
Yes.
For the younger viewers out there, just go Google that name.
I just let her sit on me. I don't care.
It's fuel. Will Mervon have a helmet to prevent his luscious and beautiful hair from getting harmed? Who needs a helmet?
Probably, maybe. I mean, we're getting on a little bit late for today's stream, like for making stuff like helmets and clothes and stuff. But I feel like we've got like a decent enough block out.
Speaking of, we have 20 minutes left.
Yeah. So people want to start like getting questions in and stuff. The final questions.
By the way, so I spoke to my girlfriend. She indeed does have a DSLR. So I will get my hands on that pretty soon.
Sweet. Oh, guys, we're totally having a fucking super Mexican master.
I'm not even all that Mexican looking, but
It's gonna be
pretty
fucking.
cool.
Yeah, but you can.
This is so terrible.
Sombrero, guitar.
Stop.
Yes.
Instant. This is a PR nightmare. Stop.
Ozville's gonna be our version of Narbash.
Yeah. Give me 3 chins.
3 chins?
3 chins?
Yeah, one more than usual.
Wow.
I feel like his hair will go up into the propeller. Just a lot of hair gel, man. Slick
Oh,
it
dude, I
down.
cut my hair recently, actually.
Oh man, is it hot?
It's looking quite good, actually.
You're gonna send me a picture? You're gonna slide into my DMs with that?
You're not part of my Patreon, actually, so I can't.
Oh man, oh Patreon's here. Oh man.
Need to
go ahead
go
and
give this.
subscribe.
Need to go give this to the law peeps.
Actually, since I got your dick pic, I might as well just fucking send you my hair.
Cease this instant. Cease this instant.
Whoa. HR. Relations.
HR?
Slander.
Oh wait, that's right. I have to write that up, right? Like I have to cease. I have to disclose the fact that me and Mego are fucking dating.
Oh man, I didn't know what happened to Oni. what happened to Sheik?
Oni and Sheik are implications in our relationship that we have to deal with at a very later date.
This is complication.
This is a complicated, yeah.
Love rectangle. Is it a rectangle or a square?
It could be whatever position you want. I mean, whatever shape you want.
Oh. Oh jeez.
Oh, your girlfriend thing.
Oh, she's all for it. I mean, she's got the DSLR, man. She'll take pictures.
Stop.
Hello, it's Mike TV. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, we're ending in 20 minutes. So, you know.
Woohoo!
So you know, I've put my application. Oswald gets nothing.
I get everything. Don't even lie.
Stop. Dwarf hair is actually denser than stone. Oh.
Like my head.
Why are you finishing in 20 minutes? Because we've been streaming since 5:15 and we normally end at 8 o'clock and it's 7:41 now.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I'm out for the night. I will catch y'all later.
Catch you later, man.
Deuces.
Thanks for coming along.
Thank
Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
you. Bye.
Right.
Could you create a super secret stat that counts how many times you jump per game? That's a coding question. I mean, how do we know that coding's not already tracking that, actually?
Must be a...
Can do. There is one. JPEG.
What?
A super secret stat that counts how many times you jump per game. He said there is one. JPEG. JPG.
Oh.
And honey, it's a month. Wait, how will this character jump if he's always hovering? He goes up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Or just up and down.
He
Come
goes up a little bit.
on! Like, you got imagination, don't you?
Does he will himself upward? He has controls for the propeller. Helicopters go up. Why is Omega speaking in Japanese? Look, sometimes that's just the way my life goes.
Oh man, Briefcase Cat has mastered the subscribe button. Thanks for the subscription briefcase, Cat.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Sometimes I just like can't think of a word and I think of English or just wanna sing in Japanese. That's my lifestyle choice. I won't tell you how to live your lifestyle. You know, I'm gonna spend the rest of the money my parents give me on a last-minute bed donation ticker. You better not. You better wait until they get back, TMNT. I'll fight you.
In the streets.
In the streets. And they will help me.
I'll prepare several seats. It would actually be pretty cool to track see how many total vertical meters are traveled per hero, just to see which monsters get the most use out of the verticality. I missed stuff. Oh my god. Yes, TMNT. Yes, Marco. We were already fighting. I will fight you in like New Game Plus. Oh boy, is that a beer mug?
Oh yeah. The start of one anyway.
Beer mugs!
I feel like his beer mug would have like a handle grip on the inside, like finger grips, you know. Either through use or just because he thinks it's a better design for holding on to.
Give Mervon a yellow rubber duck ring around him if you ever give him a summer skin.
Definitely. And he could, and instead of having a backpack, he could have one of those. He could wear like a life jacket and have you know the parachutes things. So it's so it looks like he's just being dragged along by a speedboat or whatever.
Now, is he a lefty or a righty?
I don't know.
Grr.
I don't know.
Oh, just put it on top of his head. That'll be fine.
I need something to cover up his dingling for YouTube.
The blacksmith apron.
Blacksmith apron. Just use the mug.
Yes, Marco? Don't want to get the TOS strike. I'm just off of Twitch. I don't know, but I think your concept of propeller jackpot is wrong. It will not work because of airflow. Kappa.
I mean, you're right, but we're also making a game where people can, you know, fire magic blasts and shit. So.
Straight up it is. Most dwarves are ambidextrous. The fighting hand and drinking hands are equally important in their culture.
Yeah, yeah. A good tankard is often a useful weapon. Do we have any last minute questions at all?
No.
9. If that's the case,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna end the stream because,
Okay.
like, there's no point in me really starting anything like new, you know. You want to apply to be my boyfriend? What? So, yeah, thank you to everyone for coming along. Thank you to all those people who donated responsibly. Oh, am I naked? No, I'm wearing shorts. but just shorts.
What the hell?
Thank you to everyone who donated responsibly. Thank you to the people who donated very irresponsibly. Thank you to the new subscribers, and thank you to everyone for coming along. The next stream is on Thursday evening, so I hope to catch you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.